Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier this week we talked about Mega Trevenant, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Ambipom. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation on what this series is about. Now, every week I will be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your own opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, we'll be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Ambipom. Now, first things first, obviously this isn't a Mega Ambipom picture. I couldn't really find one at all because Ambipom or Mega Ambipom was a picture that no one really did a fan art for. So I'm just gonna have to use a regular Ambipom picture. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But nonetheless, Ambipom was one of the selected few Pokemon that had a pre-evolution from a different generation, which was in second generation, which was Apom. I keep getting Ambipom and Apom mixed up, just name wise, but Apom was in second gen, and then when fourth gen came around, it got an evolution, which was Ambipom. Now, honestly, I'm not really a big fan on like Ambipom's design. I think they should have second guessed on what they were going to do for its design, because its design is just horrible. Now, I understand what they were doing for its design, that like when Apom evolves, it grows two tails, so I understand that aspect. But anyways, I really loved what Ambipom did in battle. Now, I also had a phase with Ambipom, just like Weavile, that I wanted Ambipom on pretty much every single one of my teams, regardless if it was OU, UU, Ubers, whatever the case may be. I just always wanted Ambipom on my team because it was just that good. But nonetheless, I also think that it is somewhat of a deserving Pokemon to receive a Mega. So as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything but its special attack. Now, obviously, I really didn't want to have any extra points to distribute into its other stats, so I just left its special attack alone, because it's obviously not a special attacker, so base 60, I just left it alone. Now, for its physical attack, I increased it from base 100 to base 150. Now, Ambipom as itself, without the Mega Evolution, hits hard with a Jolly Nature, max speed, max physical attack with Fake Out, knockoff, Ice Punch, U-turn, just a couple other moves that a lot of people like to run on their Apom. I mean, heck, Last Resort. I personally like to run the Fake Out, knockoff, U-turn, and Ice Punch set. But regardless, a base 150, this thing is just going to be hitting hard like a truck. I mean, I've always seen this thing having a higher physical attack rather than just base 100, but considering that Ambipom is technically the final evolution, its stats should be a little bit higher, but it's not. So since maybe in 7th gen or 8th gen, if Ambipom gets an evolution and then a Mega Evolution, then I will be okay with that. But for now, for a Mega Evolution at base 150 for its physical attack, I think it's a very, very high physical attack for a frail Glass Cannon Pokemon. Now, for its defenses, I raised them both from base 66 to base 78 and base 79. Now, obviously, when I was done adding up the points for the rest of its stats, or pretty much just for its physical and speed, I split the rest into its defenses. Now, obviously, even though it does have a defensive boost to base 78 to base 79, Ambipom is still a Glass Cannon. And if you guys do not know what a Glass Cannon means, it's pretty much that Glass Cannon Pokemon can't really take hits all that well. So for instance, if your opponent goes for a Mach Punch or a Vacuum Wave on a Ambipom, you're pretty much as good as dead. That's how frail Ambipom is. So even with the defensive increase that I've given it, it's still going to die with a Mach Punch. So that is kind of on the bad side. But the one thing that makes up for it is pretty much its attack stat and speed stats. So as for its speed, I increased it from base 115 to base 140. Ambipom already as itself at base 115 is fast enough as it is. And with base 140 and its speed, this thing is just going to be outspeeding majority of the game, because most of the very fast Pokemon range around base 110 to base 1 140-ish or 135-ish, I think. I'm trying to think of like how fast Crobat is, because Crobat, I believe, is like technically the fastest Pokemon in the game, besides like Ninjask and a couple other Pokemon that are like super duper high, like around base 170 to base 180. But nonetheless, Ambipom at base 140, it kind of makes up for it being like a glass cannon, considering, like I said, glass cannon Pokemon can't really eat a hit. So all you gotta do is go for like a fake out, and you're pretty much just set to go to pretty much just do as much damage as possible. And there goes Ambipom, because with being a glass cannon, just think of it as like Absol. Absol's defenses are both at base 60 if I'm not mistaken, and it's just very, very frail. It can barely eat up resisted hits, so just consider that if Ambipom becomes like this, that it's a very, very glass cannon. You won't be able to take as many hits as you would like. Now, as a regular Ambipom, its base stats at 482, and with the Mega Evolution, it's going to be at 582. Now, for its ability, I gave it the Technician ability just because at first I was thinking about giving it the Skill Link ability, but after looking over Ambipom's movesets, the only moves that pretty much will work with Technician is, I believe, Double Hit and Fury Swipes. It doesn't get access to Tail Slap, it doesn't get access to Bullet Seed, it doesn't get access to Rock Blast, just like Cinccino. But I honestly think that Technician is a very good ability for Ambipom, just because there's a lot of like moves that are like base 60 and below that Ambipom can run that can actually do work in battle with the Technician boost. And plus with base 150 physical attack, it's just going to be doing a lot more damage than it would have just without the Technician boost. So I actually decided to give it the Technician ability just because I think it's a better fit for it. Now for its typing, I left it alone as normal because there's no really any reason for me to add on an extra typing, because normal is pretty much like its best typing for it. So with that, there is Mega Ambipom. So anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also don't forget to comment and subscribe. I know this video was a lot shorter than others, but I really didn't like Ambipom all that much, so I wanted to get it out of the way. So nonetheless, I still think that if Mega Ambipom does come about, if it looks like this, I would actually use it. But anyways, the next Pokemon we're going to be talking about is probably one of a fan favorite, and that's going to be Mega Arcanine. Yes, I'm surprised I actually haven't talked about Mega Arcanine, but like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Like I said, we are going to be talking about Mega Arcanine next week, so this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.